let's talk about tongues. Ha, blah, 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 blah. Because somewhere along the way, people were taught that speaking in tongues means standing in a room making random noises that nobody understands and calling it the Spirit. No, that's stupid performance. And the pattern is in Scripture, and Acts 2 is the foundation. The Spirit falls, the disciples speak, and people from different nations hear the message in their own languages, meaning they understand it. They don't say, wow, listen to those holy noises. They say, how is it that we hear each in our own language in which we were born? That's the point. Biblical tongues carried understanding. The miracle wasn't meaningless sound. The miracle was the message crossing language barriers. Babel scattered language into confusion. Acts 2 reversed that confusion through witness. So if someone tells me biblical tongues are just uncontrolled babbling, I'm going to ask one question. Who understood it? Because in Acts 2, tongues had witnesses, meaning, and edification. Now, go to 1 Corinthians chapter 14. Paul doesn't defend chaos, he corrects it. He says if there's no interpretation, keep silent in the assembly. Why? Because sounds nobody understands don't build the body. Paul even says he'd rather speak 5 words with understanding than 10,000 words in a tongue. 5 words with understanding that destroys the performance, because the goal isn't to sound spiritual. The goal is to build, warn, teach, and witness. Yahuwah doesn't need fake chaos to prove his spirit is present. The spirit of truth leads into truth. Not confusion, not ego, not pressure, not religious theater. So, no, I'm not denying that Yahuwah can give languages, interpretation, or supernatural witness. Acts 2 proves he can. What I'm rejecting is the modern performance version where people are pressured to babble, imitate sounds, and act like that's proof they have the Spirit. That's not Acts 2. That's learned behavior. And it's retarded. Let's just call it what it is. It's noise pretending to be power. And biblical tongues are governed by order. Did it carry meaning? Was it understood? Was it interpreted? Did it edify? Did it testify to truth? Did it align with Yahuwah? If not, stop calling it biblical. And Revelation gives the same pattern. The message goes to every nation, tribe, tongue, and people. That's not gibberish. That's global witness. Tongues are about the message crossing language barriers so people can hear truth. False tongues say, look at me. Biblical tongues say, hear the message. False tongues create confusion. Biblical tongues overcome confusion. False tongues perform spirituality. Biblical tongues carry witness. So if nobody understands it, nobody interprets it, nobody is edified, and it creates disorder, Acts 2 doesn't defend it. Acts 2 exposes it, because biblical tongues were never meaningless babble. They were intelligible witness, and everything else is just noise dressed up as a spirit.